Thank you so much, and good afternoon, everybody. Enjoy your lunch. My name is Hylke Koers. I'm the CIO of STM Solutions, and I also serve as Program Director for GetFTR, which is what I will be talking about today in this first lightning talk. So GetFTR started just a bit over 5 years ago with a clear mission to simplify access to content that researchers are entitled to. Why? Because as a community, we realize that even if researchers and scholars have access to a book or a journal article, it can be really difficult to access that, requiring sometimes many steps with uncertain outcomes, many hoops to jump through, causing not only inefficiencies, but also frustration and sort of context switching that really breaks the process. So how did GetFTR address the challenge? First of all, by signposting entitlement so that researchers know at the point where they discover content before they click, if they will be able to access the content. And that could be because that material is open access, free, or in a subscription journal that their institution subscribes to. And the second element are smart links that take the user as far as possible into the authentication journey right from the point of discovery. And ideally, in most cases also, that means one-click access to the PDF. That proposition clearly resonated. A bit more than 5 years later, we have 40 tools that are integrated with GetFTR, offering supercharged pathways from the point of discovery to the point of accessing the literature. And here you see a couple of examples of how that works in real life. On the left, discovery tool, and on the right, reference lists, which of course are also a point of discovery for many researchers. So while streamlining the access journey, or to be specific, the journey between the point of discovery and the point of access, while that remains a core part of GetFTR mission, we realize that the infrastructure that GetFTR has put in place to support that is actually much more versatile and can be leveraged to provide more value by signaling not only access, but also signaling at the point of discovery if an article has been retracted or has been subject to significant updates like an errata. So that really connects that use case around access and discoverability with trust, bolstering not only the discoverability and the findability of content, but also the integrity of scholarly material. Here you see what that looks like. Visual indicators that signpost if an article has been retracted or if there have been any updates, again, at the point of discovery before the researcher hits the publication platform. If you click on the icon, then GetFTR will show you an overview of the publication and then the retraction or update history, all still, at your browser right from the point of discovery. We've worked hard over the years to make these capabilities as widely available to the research community as we can. And here's a couple of numbers that are a testimony to that effort. We have over 80 publishers, discovery services, and other integrators. GetFTR collectively handles over 8 billion entitlement requests a year, and that covers virtually all open access articles and in total about 70% of journal articles. Here's a case study that I wanted to draw your attention to. It's publicly available on the web on both the IUP publishing website and GetFTR. That speaks about how GetFTR is adding value in a multitude of ways, but it also underlines the scale. And IUP Publishing here presents data that shows that they actually have more referrals coming in through GetFTR than through Crossref DOI links at this point in time. I wanted to end my talk by speaking about 2 ways through which GetFTR is further driving scale. First, we have a browser extension that researchers can install themselves. It works on any websites, including traditional search engines, as well as AI tools. You will recognize some of those in the screenshot. And of course, these AI tools in particular, we all know that they are increasingly important sources of discovery. This browser extension complements the direct integrations with discovery tools that GetFTR has, which of course we continue to pursue as well. Secondly, we recently released an MCP server that integrates directly with GenAI tools to also make them entitlement aware and ease the pathway for the end user, for the human reader. So this is about human entitlements, not machine access necessarily, but for the human users to get back to the original literature to verify answers generated by AI. I hope it piqued your interest. If you'd like to know more, I am around today and tomorrow, but the best way is really to install the browser extension and give it a spin. Thank you.